Hello everyone. Today's class we are going to discuss about the chapter 8 motion, class 9 CBSE. So these are the example sums we are going to discuss now. So an object, example 8.1, an object travels 16 meter in 4 seconds and then another 16 meter in 2 seconds. What is the average speed of the object? Okay. So first we are going to discuss about average speed and average first we are going to discuss about the formulas has been given in your book. So as well as we are going to used in the example as well as the exercise sums. Okay. So average speed is equal to total distance traveled by total time taken. So as per the notation we are writing, V is equal to S by T. So coming to the average velocity, so initial velocity plus final velocity divided by 2. So initial velocity plus final velocity can be written as a displacement. So they are written as VAV is equal to U plus V by 2. So the average velocity can be rewritten as displacement by total time taken. Okay. So these are the two formulas. So you are going to memorize. Average speed is equal to total distance traveled by total time taken. And average velocity is equal to displacement by total time taken. So suppose in the question, so your answer, we have to find the value of displacement. The average velocity is given and total time is given means so displacement is equal to average velocity into total time taken. Okay. The third formula is the acceleration. So acceleration is change in velocity by time taken. So the change in velocity is two kinds of velocity is there. One is final velocity, another one is initial velocity. So the V is called as final velocity and U is called initial velocity. Okay. Suppose I would like to tell some example. Okay. So if I'm going to start from one place to another place. Okay. So I'm in rest. So for my initial for me the initial velocity would be 0. So if suppose I'm riding a bicycle, my starting stage of the initial velocity would be 0. The final velocity would be in some kilometer per hour or meter per hour. Okay. So that depends on how fast I'm pedaling the cycle or how fast I'm riding the bike or how fast accelerating has been given. Okay. So the acceleration formula you have to memorize is change in velocity by time taken. So and then we are going to discuss about three types of equation. One is first equation of motion, second equation of motion, and third equation of motion. Coming to the first equation of motion, so it is purely dependent with respect to velocity and time relation. And second equation of motion is respect to position and time relation. And third one is position and velocity. Okay. So please remember with these things. So if the question is asked based on velocity and time relation, your mind has to strike onto that. So this question is based on first equation of motion. If question is asked in position and time relation between, so you need to know about the second equation of motion. Okay. So let us have the formula with discussion. The second equation of motion is equal to S equal to ut plus of at square. And first equation of motion is equal to V is equal to U plus at. And third equation of motion is 2as is equal to V square minus U square. So if you remember these formulas, so you can able to solve the formula, you can able to solve the example sums as well as the exercise sums given in your chapter 8, class 9. Okay. So coming to the question of example 8.1. So an object travels 16 meter in 4 seconds and then another 16 meter in 2 seconds. What is the average speed of the object? So this is the question coming. So suppose A and B is there, A and B is there. Okay. So 16 meter. So one object is traveling from one place to another place. So from A to B it is traveling. So it takes 16 meter. Time is 4 seconds. The same object is traveling 16 meter, but it time takes 2 seconds. So you need to add these two things like 16 plus 16, you are getting the 32 meter. So we are going to calculate the form average speed. So what is average speed? Average speed is equal to total distance traveled by the total time taken. So total distance traveled is what? 16 plus 16 is equal to 32. So 32 meter. Total time taken is what? 4 seconds plus here 2 seconds. So it is 4 seconds plus 2 seconds. So it is 4 plus 2, 6 seconds. So we'll get the answer as average speed is equal to total distance traveled by total time taken. So 32 by 6. So 16 3. So if we cancel by 2, 2 table, 16 into 2 and 32. 3 into 2, 6. So 16 by 3 will be written as 5.33 meter per second. So how we are writing meter per second here? So coming to the question, so here object travels 16 meter. Okay. So total distance traveled within meter, total time taken is second. So meter per second. So therefore the average speed of the object is 5.33 meter per second. So coming to the second question, example 8.2. The odometer of a car reads 2000 kilometer at the start of the trip and 2400 kilometer at the end of the trip. The trip took 8 hours. Calculate the average speed of the car in kilometer per hour and meter per second. Okay. So with respect to kilometer per hour and meter per second, the question is asking we need to find the kilometer per hour and meter per second. So what we need to find average speed. So what is the formula for average speed? Average speed is equal to total time taken, or total distance traveled by total time taken. Okay. So suppose I am having a speedometer in my vehicle. So in that the starting time, so I am looking my vehicle as 2000 kilometer. So it's a trip one. So already 2000 kilometer has been run. So finally I am finishing my trip. So it shows 2400 kilometer. So the difference between these starting trip and end of the trip, so it shows only 400 kilometers. How it's coming? 2400 minus 2000. So we're getting 400 kilometers. So total time taken per hour. So it is in hour. Okay. So we need to find both in kilometer per hour as well as meter per second. So V is equal to S by T. So V is what? Average speed. S is what? Total distance traveled. T is what? Total time taken. So 400 divided by 8. So we are getting 50 kilometers per hour. So same case. So you need to find with the meter per second. So how we need to convert into meter per second? So kilometer per hour